Hello all. Okay, so I'm at the race wall at Cowdenbeath. It's the 17th of May 2025 and just here for just to watch the racing. There isn't really any bangers here tonight, but there are pro stocks and pro stock basics, saloon stocks and micro F2s. So I'm really just taking random photos and random clips. It's not the normal format video for that. I usually do that for the bangers, but I'm just going to record just random stuff like a wee bit here, a wee bit there, just to basically say we're in it and just show you a wee bit what's going on tonight here at the race wall. So it's a lovely day as well, nice weather. So the pro stock basics are just going on for the first heat, first race of the evening.
The pro stock basics coming out on the opening heat of the night. 23 cars in the pits ahead of start time.
Budget level Formula pro stock basics. So I'll probably record all this race actually. I'm not going to do every race and all the full heat, but I'll record this one because it's the first race and there's a lot of cars going on. So I'll just, as I say, it's not the normal format of video that I do. I normally do the ball for the bangers, but I'm just going to record random stuff tonight really. Saloon stocks, there, the 2 litre saloon stocks.
All the way up to the very top drivers of the sport. That's the red grey scoreboard on the back straight, which should.
That's micro F2s, that's what they look like. So the micro F2s are just for the infants and that, they're only for the youngsters, what is that, 8 to 11 year old or something? Something like that anyway. But the rest of them I think are the adult formulas, the likes of the saloon, 2 litre saloons are adults and the pro stock nationals are adult. I think the pro stock basics could be juniors as well as adults, I'm not sure, probably juniors and adults, but I'm going to get myself to the track saying we're going to record this complete race for you anyway, to show you what's happening. There's no deliberate contact in this as well, so it's more racing. Bangers is deliberate contact, but there isn't in the pro stock basics. Start for those. There's no rolling start, it's like clutch start, they just start from right.
Does manage to get great. All the drivers seem to go high into the off speed, so they 3 steps in front. 560 left the sheet was really steered 1-2 in the car. 240 goes out tight.
You never know what you're going to see in these formulas. Just never know what's going to happen. That's what makes it interesting, exciting. Especially when there's a lot of cars on track.
Ending train, unfortunately, on the back straight. The driver's just unable to react.
So that's the thing about the back to basic pro stocks in many races. You just don't know what's going to happen. So there's not meant to be any crashing, like deliberate crashing. You get the inevitable crash. As long as all the drivers are okay, that's it. Just checking on all the drivers. So all the drivers seem to be alright. I saw the marshals giving the thumbs up, so that's the important thing, that nobody's hurt. So, as I say, it's quite exciting because anything can happen at any time. That's the excitement about it. So I didn't expect to see a pile up in this formula, but there you go, and everybody's okay, which is the most important thing. So they're just going to clear the track and get the restarted. The cars that are left anyway. So like the banger racing is my favourite formula because you get deliberate crashing in the bangers. Whereas the national pro stocks, I think it's nudge and spin, which is like semi-contact. But these are back to basic pro stocks, which is like non-contact. But there was still contact, inevitably accidentally in. So it's quite exciting nonetheless, especially when there's a lot of cars.
Number 14, quick away there on the start. James Peter in car number 14. And the yellow flags come out. So we'll check on the car that's stranded in the middle of the textile bed there. Drops on the resumption of proto basics, heat number 1 being a stop-start affair. Being stated weeks away, but he has received a black flag. He had mated into third with 680, GB Reeds in fourth. Peter is quickly being caught down by 348. Jimmy Reed at 680 up the inside of James Peter at number 4. Down the back straight, 348, Liam Morrow leads the way, 14 James Peter. Almost at the home straight wall all by himself. Laps are printing downward. Second, 680 in third, 700. Grant Elbridge trying to make the way past 64 car ready. 14 to come to round.
So that was the end of that race. I'll just record various footage throughout, just throughout the evening, because it's not the normal format. As I say, when I do the banger racing, I usually do the damage report after it, but I'll have a wander in the pits later on, I'll maybe just fill in whatever. But that was the first race, it was quite good, quite good action in the very first place. So if you're going to watch the rest of the format, so if I feel like record, I'll record it. So I'll get the lap of honour on this one, show you who won this one. So that's the winner's car there, it's 348. So I'm in the pits, I actually gave him a hand push one of the cars, but I'll try to bump start it. Anyway, just having to be a look around the pits at the moment. Doing was involved in the pile up earlier on. I think they'll go to repair it though, I'm sure they will. That's National Pro Stocks there.
So the micro
next, that's Nationals,
out on track. These drivers aged 7 to 10 years of age, age 11, and they are no deliberate contact. The bumpers front and back there to simply protect.
So that's the F2s, the micro F2s that he's talking about. So it's really young people. So that's National Pro Stocks there, they're semi-contact. And you can see that they don't have the original bumpers, whereas the Pro Stock Basics still have a lot of original stuff. That's what I like to see actually. Oh, it looks like they're using some sort of hydraulic or pneumatic ram. And what it does is the piston comes on both sides and it's to push some metal away from the wheel. So it's like a telescopic piston. I think it's hydraulic. So it's just basically jacking the deck out. See the ram, it's actually, as it's expanded, it's just like a jack, but it's pushing the metal away from the rest of it. So that's what they're doing there, it's a hydraulic ram. National Pro Stocks lineup. They'll be going out after the micro F2s. I could probably record the first heat for the National Pro Stocks as well. As I say, I know we've got all this and just doing random stuff, but I'll get the National Pro Stocks, record that first heat for you. So at the moment, I'm just going to look in the pits at the damage report regarding the Pro Stock Basics. Yeah, it was quite an event. Like you just never know what you're going to see. Yeah, did you get it on yours?
I just see it. I've got it.
Yeah, maybe sort of highlight it as well.
Because they all block each other, don't they? Eventually you all. I know.
So I'm getting myself to the track side because the National Pro Stocks are going out now. So It's going to get myself there. I'll record this race for you if I get there. And I'm going to have to kind of like march to get there because I don't want to miss this.
868, your winning 50/50 ticket number here this evening at the race hall, which you can place here down on the control box in the middle of the two grandstands. So 11868, your winning 50/50 ticket number this evening.
So that's the first heat for the National Pro Stocks. You'll notice that they're a lot faster than Costa Basics. They're more sort of race oriented. I think they're more senior drivers, adult formula. Whereas I think the back to basics are more for juniors as well as adults. Inexperienced and experienced bits, but the Nationals are usually experienced. So I'll record the lap of honour on this one as well. The winner, I'll get the winner as well. So the next formula coming, it's the 2 litre saloon stock, so I'll record that as well for you. The cars are armoured. So like I said, these cars are fully armoured, the 2 litre saloons. These are solid. These things could crash and they won't buckle very easily. They're really solid. I think it's semi-contact for them as well, if I'm correct. I think they're semi-contact. I'll record that heat for you as well, the first heat for the evening. And as I say, I'll record that first heat, and then from there on it'll just be like random whatever I feel like recording, but at least I got the heats of all the ones that are on so far. I didn't bother about the micro F2s because they're just like you know, but basically like a go-kart I suppose, but they're a bit faster than that, but I'm not really going to bother with the film and that. But I've got all the main big formulas, the cars and that, so I'll record that. We'll get this formula saloon stock cars complete. So I like these as well. I like this 2 litre saloon stock cars. They're solid, they go in hard, they're hard cars, tough cars, they're tanks. That's what I like them, they're solid. They go in that wall and they just come, like I say, right off and continue on racing. It's impressive, like. I like them because of the sheer strength, power in them. They sound quite tough, you know, hard. So I like those. But bangers are the favourite, obviously. Pro stocks, but I've always liked the 2 litre saloon stock cars as well. For all the time I've been coming, and I've been coming here since 2003, so I've always liked those as well. So I'll record all this for you. They do put on a good show, especially when there's a big, large number of them. I don't know how many sell. I've never counted today, but I've seen them before when there's lots. on for the 2 litre saloon stock cars. I'll record the lap of honour for this, and then after that I'll probably just randomly select whatever, because I'm just going to watch the racing more or less. I can't record all the heats, I'll speak too long, but I got the first heats of all set for the micro F2s, I didn't bother with that. I've got all the Pro Stock Nationals, Pro Stock Back to Basics, and 2 litre saloon stock car. I'll just get random photos and stuff, put that on the end. Maybe some like just the odd place here and there. But we'll get the lap of honour for this bit now. So once the cars are off, I think it's Back to Basic Pro Stocks that come out next, but I'll be watching that. I'll probably sit over in the grandstand later and have my dinner, have my tea rather. We've got a lunch with us, so I'll have that over in the grandstand and watch the racing as well. So I'll show you who won this one then.
Cars coming to the home straight, the starter. Big Ramage, treble 8 through leads. Big Ramage around the Tunstall Bay and into the home straight.
I'm going to record this race. This seems to be like a big one because I've got them lined up in a certain order, and this being like a points one. So I'm going to record all this race from here in the grandstand. So I'm not quite sure how many cars there are going to be turning out, but I'll to see if anything else turns up. Pit gates closed, so that seems to be all there is. I'll record most of this, if not the whole race anyway. It's our grand final.
I'll work for you. You'll make next start ready.
That one's something. Feel it.
That was micro F2s that are out there. So I'm going to have maybe look at the pits. I think most of them are trailer or not, but to see what's doing. That's I think most, as I say, I think that's unwinding now.
Into the home straight comes the battle for the lead.
It's pretty nice. You want it from
It's a bit as well. Like,
have you?
Yeah, I'll show you. Yeah. So Pro Stock Nationals are going out next for their final. Just a quad variant. So I got that last Pro Stock Basics for years as well. So this is the final for the national Pro Stock. So I might record that whole heat as well. We'll just see how I feel when I go to the terraces. If I want to do that. Just that most of the Pro Stock Basics are trailered up now. So let's see what sort of action happens in the final Pro Stock Nationals. So I'm actually going to record the final for the national Pro Stocks as well. I'm just going to record the whole heat, the whole entire heat for you. I was sitting over there in the grandstand for a few races and back out on the terrace again. So it's quite fast paced racing now. Yes, quite enjoy watching the pro stocks. As I say, you never know what will come. Anyway, I'll get the lap of honour for this. I think this is like the second last race or something. Julia Saloons, I think they're next. It's pretty much all recorded now. I'll get the lap of honour on that. To be honest, I didn't think it'd be as recording as much. I actually recorded a lot more than I thought today. I always say I'm not going to record much. I end up recording a lot more than I thought. Probably recorded more than normally. Can't help myself. But I'll get the lap of honour anyways. Just go and get these photos and go in the pickup. It's just going to be on the pickup truck now.
The season statistics is here in the air.
I've just been to a fellow YouTuber there, just directed to see the recordings. This is the final race of the night. It's a 2 litre saloon stock cars. I'll record it, I'm going to record all this. So yeah, I might as well get the whole lot. evening now. I'll get the lap of honour for that one as well.
Any other sponsorship or the car for the winner of this one, which was thank you for supporting us. Remember, keep the racing to the track, not the road. Have a very safe journey home and see us next Saturday, 2 o'clock at Knockhill or 1 o'clock here at the Cowdenbeath Racewall. As soon as Zach Gilmour's going to head round on the well-deserved lap of honour, and he will bring you that to the Scotland Garden Building. Just a couple of minutes. Back tomorrow this year at the Cowdenbeath Racewall. Good night. Sub 478 on that end, 4661 Graham Shell, 697 Jordan Cassie, 6622 Gary Paxton, 7121 Kai Gerhardt, 8 this is 124 Andrew Mattinson, 9715 Kyle Hay, and 10 125 Ewan Matheson.
So that's the winner coming off now for the final saloon stock cars. It's the last race of the evening. So that's it. That's it for the night. Everybody's heading home now. I've got to be up early tomorrow because I'm going hill walking with the Caledonian Hill Walking Club. So if you want to see the footage of that, because I'll be doing a video of that as well. It's somewhere in the Trossachs. I'll be going hill walking tomorrow. So I'll record as much as I can during my hill walk hike. But anyway, that's it for tonight here at the Racewall. Hope you enjoyed my video. I'm obviously the commentator. It's just like, that's usually what they say at the end of it. I was getting like using the summer quote. But anyway, I hope you enjoy the video. See what else from my channel, and I'll catch you later on. Okay, bye for now. Bye.